Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ted Phillips. I am the chair of the JEA Awards Committee, and I would like to call the August 29th, 2024 awards meeting to order. We have a physical quorum represented this morning by myself, Ted Phillips, David Emmanuel, and Ray Marshall. OGC is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. Did we receive any public comment via email?
No public comment.
We have no one here in person. Is there anyone on the call from the public who would like to make a comment? If now, go ahead and unmute yourself and please speak up. Hearing none, we'll move on. On today's consent agenda, we have items 1 through 5 and 7 and 8. These have been approved by procurement, budget, OGC, legal, the business unit VP and chief, and are ready for the awards committee. Award item 6 has been deferred. Before we take a vote on the consent agenda, would anyone like to move an item off of the consent agenda to the regular agenda for discussion or deferral to another week? Hearing none, may I get a motion to adopt today's consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
So that was Ray with the motion, David with the second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. So on the regular agenda, for item number 1, I believe we are wanting to move that to an informational section. I think this is the first item that we've had since we had the new delegation of authority limits. And so I think we're trying to figure out how do we do these that the board has already approved for us, but that we get through the process. Is there someone on the line who wants to maybe walk us through the process on that?
Hi, Ted. This is Lisa Pleasance. We are still working out all of the details, but for now we are moving that one to informational. So that is correct. And we'll inform the committee when we have the directions ready.
Thank you. Is there anyone who has any questions on regular agenda item number 1? Hearing none. So do we need to make a motion and approve this one, or just because it's informational, we just note it and move on?
Just note it and move on.
All right. So we will move on to.
So is it going to be, so it'll be under a separate category, I guess, going forward till we decide what the process is going to be, because it's confusing now. It looks like we're making some type of action on it. So I would, especially on this thing right here, and I know that we are building the plane as we go, I guess.
Yeah.
But let's make it clear that this is an information item, that this body is not taking action on this, please and thank you.
Yeah, please make sure we note that very clearly in the minutes.
Yes. Once awards is completed, we'll go ahead and move it down into its own section.
Okay, thank you very much.
My recommendation here would be for the board to actually have a motion to remove item 1 from the regular agenda and be designated as being submitted to the board for information. And then that will clean up the agenda so that it's clear what the committee actually approved opposed to what was just being submitted for information.
Thank you, Rebecca. So I will entertain a motion to move regular item number 1 to an informational item.
So move. David. Second.
Okay, so David with the motion, Ray with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. So that passes. Thank you.
That moves, yes.
All right, so we will move to regular agenda item number 2. And so this is at the Arlington East water reclamation. This is an exploratory well. So I was the one that asked this to be moved to the regular agenda. My questions are concerning, it says that we received 2 bids and 2 no bids. So my first question is, it said the bids came in to very, very close to what the estimate was. I was wondering, what was the spread between the 2 bids? The bid we're awarding is $15,236,041.75, which includes an alternate amount of $399,600. I was just curious who that second bidder was and how close were they to that 15 million too? I was just wondering, was there a big discrepancy or were those 2 bids fairly tight?
It was about, if I remember correctly, it was about $1 million more.
About $1 million. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so-
wasn't outrageously.
Dan, good morning, everyone. It's Peter. So yeah, I'm looking at the evaluation right now. So it was 1.7 million. So it was 11% within, yeah, that was the variance. So.
okay, so the second bid was about 11% higher than.
Yeah, it was almost
first
17
bid.
million. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And then there were 2 no bids received. Did we get any information why those 2 contractors did not bid? Just curious.
Lack of availability, their rigs weren't available during the timeframe that
Okay.
that we had.
Makes perfect
Yeah, and I
sense.
think I'll just add a little bit to that. This is these deep injection wells are kind of unique. So there's not a big group of drillers with this capacity in our region. So I think we got this particular contractor did the well up at NASA. So fortunately for us, I think we got a really good driller on board here. So, but I did want to share that these are a little bit different than our production wells, which have a bigger group of drillers available.
Makes sense.
Yep. Thank you for that clarification. That helps. So those were my questions regarding item number 2. I don't know if either one of the other committee members has any questions.
No, very good questions. Very good questions.
So if not, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
So that was Ray with the motion and David with the second. All those in favor of approving item number 2 of the regular agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the item passes. So item number 3 of the regular agenda is going to be deferred. So that will be deferred to another meeting. So that concludes our agenda for today's meeting. Items 1 through 5 and 7 through 8 of the consent agenda are approved, with item number 6 of the consent agenda being deferred. Item number 1 of the regular agenda was moved to an informational section that will be set up. Item 2 of the regular agenda was approved, and item 3 of the regular agenda is being deferred. Is there any other business that needs to come before this committee at this meeting? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Rebecca, thank you for keeping us in the middle of the road on this. Appreciate your help. And everybody else, thank you very much. Hope you have a good weekend, and whoever your favorite team is wins.
Is this a game? Thank you, Terry.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey, mini game. Talked about last week, but.
All right, bye-bye.